The Stargate data center is in Abilene, Texas, and it's part of a massive $500 billion project led by OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank. It's also one of the largest active construction projects in the whole of America, more than 5,000 workers. Former Energy Secretary Rick Perry joins me now. Mr. Secretary, welcome back. Will this make Texas an AI leader?
Well, absolutely. Texas obviously is a state that a lot of people are focused on for the obvious reasons. We don't overtax, we don't over-litigate, we don't over-regulate. We got a skilled workforce here. So the idea that if you're going to be in the AI data center business, Texas would be an obvious place you would go. And we're seeing that, whether it's the work that I'm helping on back up in Amarillo with Fermi America, the Stargate project. There's other data center projects in the state of Texas that are being put into place as we speak. So, yeah, Texas is going to be at the epicenter for a lot of reasons, but the least of which is not. You got leadership in the state of Texas that really understands that the two limiting factors on data centers are the skilled workforce and energy production. And Texas put into place this last session of the legislature and the previous session in 23 incentive programs for both gas-powered, combined cycle power and nuclear power, small modular reactors in particular. So that's the real core of why you're going to see these data centers really exploding in the state of Texas.
As a former energy secretary, I want you to listen to what President Trump said this morning to the United Nations about windmills. Watch this.
We're getting rid of the falsely named renewables. By the way, they're a joke. They don't work. They're too expensive. They're not strong enough to fire up the plants that you need to make your country great. The wind doesn't blow. Those big windmills are so pathetic and so bad, so expensive to operate. And they have to be rebuilt all the time, and they start to rust and rot. Most expensive energy ever conceived.
He goes right at it, doesn't he? He also said that green energy is destroying a large part of our planet. Do you think that's just a tad over-dramatic, Mr. Secretary?
Well, the president's pretty direct, so he's never been a big fan of wind energy. And I think when you really understand that you have to have baseload power, and baseload only comes from fossil fuel-driven facilities, and most of that is going to be natural gas and nuclear power. The president understands that to his core. And so, and all of the above energy strategy is fine, but the fact is, base load is what you have to have if we're going to win this war. And this is the modern day Manhattan Project, Stuart.
Yeah.
It's all hands on deck here. We've got to beat the Chinese at this race. And Texas is going to lead the charge. Again, I go back to that big audacious program that they're working up in the panhandle of Texas called Fermi America. It will be the largest data center in the world. That's the type of thing that Donald Trump looks at and says, you know what, that's exactly what we're going to win. That's exactly what we're going to do. And it's baseload driven, and that's the key. You have the trades up in that part of the world. The Permian Basin has been building out with all the welders and the electricians and the HVACs and the plumbers, and we've got that workforce up there. We've got the energy up there. We've got the Ogallala Aquifer that we're sitting on top of. It is the perfect site in the world to go win this race that America is in, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
The Fermi, you call it the Fermi operation, is that named after Enrico Fermi, who was a scientist very much involved with the Manhattan Project, I think, and building the America's nuclear bomb? And you're going nuclear with that Fermi project, aren't you? Nuclear power is what you're using.
Well, it is. It was initially a nuclear project from the get-go, and then we realized that to get the power that we're going to need by literally the end of 2026, we're going to be developing 1 gigawatt of power there. That whole project will be 11 gigawatts. And Stuart, most people don't understand what a gigawatt is. That's how much power San Francisco uses in a year's period of time. 1 gigawatt, and this project in Amarillo will be 11 gigawatts. That's 2.5 times what Manhattan uses every year in power. So developing the gas, the combined cycle gas plant, using small modular reactors in the next 4 to 5 years as we build those out, and you'll have 11 gigawatts of power there so that America can win this race to our data centers that we're in.
Mr. Secretary, former Governor of Texas, Rick Perry, thanks very much for joining us, sir. Come back anytime you like.
Thanks, Stuart.
Thanks very much, sir.
Always.